A now healthy Aaron Rodgers and the Jets take on Patrick Mahomes and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Sunday night. The retooled New York Jets, with additions like Mike Williams at receiver, Tyron Smith, Morgan Moses, and Tyrod Taylor even at backup quarterback, the Jets look good enough to turn this club into a winner in 2024. Aaron Rodgers, the four-time NFL MVP and the Super Bowl 45 MVP, to the field for the Jets. Certainly good to see him back in the lineup after missing all but 4 snaps last year. First play to Mike Williams. 10 yards on a screen and a first down. This receiving core now with Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams as the 1-2 should be very good. Breece Hall. Those are the typical numbers we should expect to see out of the star 3-year pro out of Iowa State, and the #1 running back in this Jets offense. Mike Williams, Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard, Malik Taylor, so many incredible weapons. There's Wilson for the first down on the gain of 12. Nick Rice in hand as we're underway on Sunday night. The Jets and the Chiefs, reigning back-to-back Super Bowl champs, hit as he throws. That pass incomplete to Wilson. Breece Hall having an outstanding sophomore campaign for the Jets. #1 tailback joined by Jacques Patrick and Israel Abuni Kanda. Chris Jones for the sack. And Jones just signed that new multi-year contract to stay with the Chiefs. Hit as he throws. That pass from Rodgers on a 3rd and long is intercepted by L'Jarius Sneed. To the field for the Kansas City offense is Hall of Famer Patrick Mahomes. He's in the 3rd year of a 10-year, $450 million contract to stay with Kansas City. Just restructured in the offseason and finds Hollywood Brown, the 6-year pro out of Oklahoma, with the catch. Brown joining Rashee Rice, Justin Ross, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, and Justin Watson as the Chiefs receivers for this season. Isaiah Pacheco on a good Kadarius Toney block, good for 13 and a first down. Pacheco releases, they find him in the flat. Mahomes' first completion, rather second, gains 7. This was the 9th overall offense last year, was Kansas City. Jets ranked 3rd in defense. A second down, and that's complete to Kadarius Toney, the veteran out of Florida, #19, to the 19 for a first down. This is ironically a showdown of 2 of the top 3 defenses in the NFL last season, the Jets and the Chiefs, and that certainly helped Mahomes. Jets could have joined the Chiefs as one of the best in the NFL had Rodgers stayed healthy. Travis Kelce for the touchdown. Harrison Butker, one of the most efficient kickers in NFL history, caps off a 5-play, 54-yard drive over 2 minutes. And Andy Reid celebrates for the Chiefs as Kansas City goes the distance on the L'Jarius Sneed interception. Certainly good to see all the brass back together for Kansas City as Malik Taylor returns to the 23, and an opportunity for Aaron Rodgers to have new players to work with. Tyron Smith from the Cowboys, Morgan Moses out of the Ravens, and Mike Williams from the Chargers last year. Rodgers off the play fake. He finds his man in the flat, a gain of 4 on the play to Conklin. Ruckert, my apologies. Jeremy Ruckert, the young tight end out of Ohio State, knocked out by Reed. Late in the first, glad you're with us on Sunday night. Breece Hall with the first down. Wrapped up by Sneed at the 35. Here's Rodgers. Fires downfield, and he finds his man, a gain of 17 on the strike to Williams for the first down. Mike Williams, first-round draft choice out of the University of Clemson, had a very productive career with the Chargers when healthy, but that was a major concern going into his contract year. Breece Hall gained 6 on the run. He joins Ruckert out of the I formation for the Jets. He'll get the call inside and powers his way to the 39. Third and 2. Rodgers fires an outcut to Wilson for the first down. Cook makes the stop on the final play of an exhilarating first quarter. Rodgers with a critical interception, and the Chiefs capitalize with a Mahomes touchdown to Kelce. 7-0 Kansas City. The Jets have switched sides and will head from left to right to begin the second quarter of the ball game on Sunday night. Nick Rice on hand. The Jets and the Chiefs, two of the best teams in the NFL for this upcoming year talent-wise. Crossing pattern to tight end Tyler Conklin. And the veteran from Central Michigan gained 7 on his first reception. Gut run, no, it's a play fake to Hall. Here's Rodgers off the play action. He finds his man coming back, Garrett Wilson, for the first down. Rodgers avenges the early interception with a methodical drive. First and goal, New York. Here's Hall cutting back across the 10-yard line, taken down to the 6. A 4-yard run in front of Leo Chenal. New York, led by largely Zach Wilson, was the 31st offense in the NFL last year. 31 out of 32. They're a lot better now with that guy, Mike Williams. Touchdown, New York. Extra point from Greg, the leg is good. 10-play, 76-yard drive over 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and we are tied at 7. Mike Williams twice went over 1,000 yards and was the 2019 NFL leader in yards per catch with 20.4 and an exhilarating third season in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes, perfect on that last drive on the heels of the Aaron Rodgers interception. Now, Mike Williams played only 3 games last year, but when healthy, he is one of the premier receivers in the NFL, certainly a top 20 wideout in the league. Isaiah Pacheco run out on a gain of 5. Kansas City was the 9th overall offense last year, 351.5 yards per game. Certainly a drop-off from where we expect typical Patrick Mahomes-led offenses to be. He shoots it deep. In front of Gardner, it's caught for the first down. There is number 4, Rashee Rice, with a huge play for Kansas City. Mahomes, another brilliant start to the drive on the 24-yard pass play. He fires to Brown, hammered by Mosley. It's a gain of 8. Marquise Brown signed a 1-year prove-it deal with Kansas City in the offseason. Irv Smith, likewise from the Bengals, joining Kansas City this year with an opportunity to play with arguably the greatest quarterback of the current era in Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce's got it for the first down. Now, in terms of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, I have an interesting angle on this. Patrick Mahomes is being talked about as the GOAT, and he certainly could get there. Mahomes unloads to Brown for the gain of 7. Mosley, another big hit, and the tackle of Brown. Currently, I think the 3rd best quarterback of all time is Mahomes, and the 4th best is Aaron Rodgers, and they meet tonight from East Rutherford, New Jersey. There's Kadarius Toney for the touchdown. Harrison Butker for the PAT, and the kick is good. Now, my opinion, Aaron Rodgers, talent-wise, is the most gifted quarterback in the history of football. Aaron Rodgers, just everything from his ability to move to his incredible arm and his great accuracy, and certainly, as Breece Hall, you can look at and certainly expect him to produce at this type of level this upcoming season. Rodgers, just an outstanding football player, but why he's not the GOAT is, I think, as we all know, his inability to win in playoff games. And, you know, some of that not necessarily his fault, I think, no more than the Kurt Warner game in which he scored 45, but committed the fumble to lose the game in overtime at Arizona. But there were numerous times, as he's 1-6 in conference championship games, where he just underwhelmed in the biggest moments. Rodgers throws the slant and gains 5 on the play. No bigger choke job than in 2011, where he guided the 15-1 Packers to a one-and-done season to the eventual champs, the New York Giants. 3rd and 5. Rodgers gets rid of it over the middle and finds Wilson for the first down. He still has an opportunity to cement himself as one of the GOATs if he can put together a Super Bowl championship with the Jets, who haven't won one since the late 60s. 2 minutes left in the first half. Aaron Rodgers, who is the highest-rated passer in NFL history, 103.6 career passer rating, and the best touchdown-to-interception ratio, too. He's taken down Chris Jones with the tackle. They'll list that as a run and a loss of 4. Rodgers fires. There's Lazard, who makes the catch, and his former Packer teammate with a huge reception for the first down. Rodgers throws in the area of Lazard again, but Bolden is there for the incompletion. 25-yarder to Lazard. He joins Garrett Wilson, Malik Taylor, Mike Williams, Jason Brownlee, Deontay Spencer, and Xavier Gibson as the receivers for the upcoming campaign for New York. Good coverage from Snead. Garrett Wilson, the intended target. As mentioned, this is the number 2 defense in the NFL last year, just 289 yards per game allowed. Rodgers under duress again, throws, and it's incomplete. 11 of 17 in this one. Super Bowl champion Thomas Morstead, who won the ring with the Saints in 2009, drives this one into the end zone for a touchdown. Mahomes and the Chiefs up by 7 on the road. 4-man rush. Mahomes goes deep to Kelsey, and he's got it for the gain of 30. First down, Chiefs. This outstanding Jets defense is getting moved around right now, and New York retooled on the defensive side of the ball too. Mahomes on a first down. I mean, this is an insane amount of pass protection, and there is Tony in front of Gardner with the catch and a gain of 10. The Jets brought in a 3-man rush and just could not get by the Chiefs' offensive line. Led by Creed Humphrey. Mahomes under duress. Unloads to Pacheco, who is spilled by Gardner on a gain of 5. Lecky Fotu and Javon Kinlaw are the notable additions to this Jets defensive line for this year. Kinlaw from the Niners, the NFC champions. Mahomes on the scramble, and Andy Reid calls the team's second timeout with 31 seconds left in the half. The Chiefs in position to add to their 14-7 lead, and Mahomes is rolling right now. He finds his man Marquise Brown for the first. 4th grab of the game for the former Cardinal, Marquise Brown. Now the Chiefs better be careful. 7 seconds left in the half. Mahomes gets rid of it to Brown, and he is wrapped up at the 11. Very fortunate that Mahomes got rid of it when he did. A little longer on the play, and the half would have ended. Butker for the field goal, and the kick is good. We've played 2 quarters from MetLife Stadium. The Chiefs 17 and the Jets 7. Second half coming up next. The reigning back-to-back Super Bowl champions look as good as ever to begin this 2024 ball game between Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. Start of the second half. Here's the return from Kadarius Toney. And he takes a tumble to the 23-yard line, and that is where the Chiefs and a look at Isaiah Pacheco will begin the second half. The Chiefs have outgained the Jets by nearly 80 yards in this one. And they'll begin with the football to begin the second half. The Kansas City has yet to punt today as Brown gains one of the Jet sweep. C.J. Mosley, linebacker out of Alabama, with the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Mahomes throws a hitch route to Kelsey, a gain of 5. You can see Williams with the stop. It's third down. The Chiefs were 44% on third down last year. Good for 6 in the league. Mahomes with a flag down finds Toney on the seam for the first, a gain of 10.
Holding offense.
Jawan Taylor, the guilty party. Mahomes is going to have to do it again against the vaunted New York defense. 3rd and 14. Mahomes under duress, and he's taken down by McDonald for the sack. After a dramatic road to the NFL, Matt Araiza is in the league with the Chiefs and sends away his first punt of the ball game. And it's a good one to the 40. And he is wrapped up at the 48-yard line of Kansas City. Breece Hall, a difference maker for this Jets offense. But certainly Aaron Rodgers will be called upon down by 10 to will the Jets back in the game. He's in the second of a third-year, $112.5 million contract is Aaron Rodgers. They're leaning on him to turn the Jets into champions again. He's arguably the greatest quarterback in the history of the Jets, even now, with Joe Namath being argued as the best. A first down to the 14 to Wilson. Now, of course, he's going to have to prove it on the field with New York. He's in his 20th NFL season out of the University of Cal. Rodgers fires into the end zone. Lazard the target. Good coverage from both Ryan Cook and Trent McDuffie for the pass deflection. It's second down with 4:08 to go in the third. Rodgers scans the field, fires into the end zone, and it's incomplete. 12 of 20, 133 yards with a touchdown and an interception today. That was Mike Williams to begin the ball game for New York. Jets in great position. Rodgers on a 3rd and 10. Pass rush coming by Jones. Rodgers, the 20-year NFL veteran, still has it with his legs. 14-yard run and a first down scramble for the ageless wonder. Now 40 years old, Aaron Rodgers. 1st and goal. Ball at the half-yard line, and they'll lean on Hall, and he is buried by Jones for a loss.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hall nearing 1,000 yards last year for the Jets. Rodgers to Conklin for the touchdown. That was the scoring drive they had to have. And Greg Zuerlein hits the PAT, capping a 7-play, 48-yard drive. Now the Jets played these Chiefs close at home last year in the 23-20 defeat. The critical mistake of the day was a Zach Wilson fumble, which led to Kansas City's game-clinching drive. Kadarius Toney to the 22. These stat guys are certainly in love with the running backs today. Chiefs have outgained the Jets 193 to 174, but the offense went 3 and out to begin the third, and the Jets capitalized with a 48-yard touchdown drive.
Mahomes pass complete to Noah Gray. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at
The
the
Chiefs,
26-yard line.
not much action in free agency. They picked up Hollywood Brown and Irv Smith, tight end. That pass incomplete to Kelsey. The Chiefs lost Tommy Townsend to the Houston Texans at punter, and Jody Fortson, the reserve tight end, who's still a free agent. 3rd and 6. Another 3 and out on the way if they can't convert, but here's Kelsey out of the backfield, first down.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Travis Kelsey. It's a gain of 20. And the first down.
Chiefs in front by 3, and their quarterback has thrown 1 incompletion on 19 of 20 throws. Pacheco, his just second run of the day, and Quincy Williams makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Another trip into Jet territory. They've done that now 4 times today. Pacheco motors to the 35.
Isaiah Pacheco, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Kansas City.
Final minute of the third quarter here from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey, which has been much maligned for the multitude of injuries that players have sustained here. Travis Kelsey gained 7 on the catch, his 6th reception of the ball game. The non-contact injury from Aaron Rodgers ending last year, just 4 plays in for the Jets. Kelsey lost it, but they'll say incomplete on the hit from Clark. 3rd and 3. Mahomes incomplete. He took a big shot of the middle from Quinnen Williams, and with that, the Chiefs bring in Butker for a 45-yard field goal. The kick is up. It's long enough, and the kick is good. Harrison Butker with the kick, and it's taken to the end zone by Wilson. Rather Taylor, and he motors to the 27-yard line. Final play of the third quarter with New York down by 6. Rodgers on a deep drop, pressure by Jones, and he's taken down for another sack. Chris Jones finished 3rd for the Defensive Player of the Year award back in 2022 and still helped guide the Chiefs to a Super Bowl championship that year and the year after. Rodgers stands in the pocket and finds Conklin on a crossing pattern. He's upended at the 30 to gain the sack yardage back. 147 yards for the ball game for the Jets' Aaron Rodgers. New York, led by Zach Wilson largely, was the worst third down offense in the NFL a year ago at 26%, and they could not pick up the first here. That is L'Jarius Sneed, who shoves out the receiver Garrett Wilson, and Morstead's in the punt. He gets rid of this one cleanly into the hands of Kadarius Toney, who makes the grab on a fair catch, and the Chiefs will take over at their own 18. New York, of course, winning the Super Bowl in 1968. They have just 12 playoff wins as a franchise, one of the much maligned franchises in the NFL, spanning back a half a century. Rodgers and now the newly tooled Jets offense will try and change that for 2024 as Oliver makes the stop. The Chiefs, meanwhile, 23 playoff wins as a franchise, 3 Super Bowl championships, and the 8th winning franchise by win percentage in the history of the NFL. Brown with the catch. It's 3rd down coming up. 5 minutes left in the ball game, and the Chiefs are hanging on to a 6-point lead. Kelsey, the target, but he is short of the first down. Mosley with a big hit on 3rd and 5. There's a bit of a bug going around right now with the PS5 recording gameplay, so I wasn't able to get the conclusion of this thrilling football game, unfortunately, but it's great to see the Jets and all of their new additions for the 2024 campaign, and they expect to have a little more, of course, in the draft. And New York, I believe, is set to be right there at the very end as one of the Super Bowl favorites for 2024. Should be exciting with Aaron Rodgers back in the NFL after missing all of last season. Join us moving forward for more content of the NFL post-free agency right here with Charger Dude 95.